Hi everyone, I'm Susan Beard, NDCO, Adelaide Metro, TAFE SA. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge the Kaurna people as the traditional owners of the land on which I meet, the land of the Adelaide Plains, and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging, and to those around the country in which you meet. It is with great pleasure that we welcome everyone today and recognise the International Day of People with Disability 2020, a day which asks us to challenge the way we think about disability and see the ability in disability. As Alicia mentioned, this year's theme is Building Back Better toward a disability inclusive, accessible and sustainable post-COVID-19 world. Global action is sought on strengthening the international framework on disability inclusive development and disability inclusive response to COVID-19, which is pertinent to students with disability studying in education and training at all levels. And as educators, disability practitioners and equity services staff, we are constantly endeavouring to improve the education and training through a more accessible, inclusive and universally designed framework in which all students have the opportunity to flourish. Next slide, please, Matt. So it is with great pleasure that we launch the orientation for external support workers in tertiary settings e-learning program. This program aims to provide externally employed support workers with the relevant skills and knowledge to understand the most effective ways to support their participants in tertiary education. Next slide, please, Matt. Our project has been funded by the Department of Education, Skills and Employment in partnership with the National Disability Coordination Officer Program and the Australian Disability Clearinghouse on Education and Training and TAFE SA. The project was overseen by a national project advisory group of representatives from the university and the VET sectors, the NDCO program, the NDIA and NDIS. The project was also informed by students with disability, external support workers and agencies who employ support workers. This truly collaborative approach to developing the resource assisted in identifying other gaps that may be happening for people with disability in accessing further education and has supported the development of linkages across all the sectors involved nationally. Next slide, thanks, Matt. Our collaborators, and wow, there's been a lot of them. This project would not have been possible without the support and efforts of numerous tertiary practitioners and professionals. Although Darlene McLennan is not presenting with us today, I'd like to thank Darlene, NDCO University Tasmania, as an integral part of this project, and Jen Cousins, my colleague from TAFE SA, for the content writing, and of course Mark Coddy, my NDCO colleague from Wodonga TAFE. We would all like to extend our sincere thanks to those who willingly and graciously participated and contributed, to all of you up there on the screen, including people who provided personal and professional perspectives, created elements of the course, tested the site, provided consultation services, and provided guidance throughout the project, coordinated students and agencies for videos. Thank you so much. Over to you, Jen.
Thanks, Susan. In terms of who the resource is for, initially it was developed from a concept, conversations that we'd had around the country, really about the need for some additional resources for external support workers, so people coming onto campus who were not employed directly by the tertiary organisations, but do need some extra orientation around the tertiary area and the way that they can best support students in that environment. And so it's really designed for anyone who's employed in that scenario, but we'd also really love to see tertiary organisations and support agencies make this an additional requirement for all external support workers who are attending campuses. And it would also be great for anyone who is a family member or a personal supporter who is also attending and supporting, just to give that orientation to the tertiary sector and some of the expectations and requirements within that environment. And we're encouraging education and training organisation institutions who don't have formal orientation processes already for their support workers to take up this opportunity to utilise the resource. Thanks, Mark. In terms of the actual learning program itself, it's a 45 to 60-minute online training module. You can use it as a self-paced learning opportunity. We have both a general and a screen reader version to enhance the accessibility for people. It's freely available to anybody who would like to participate in it. We've designed it with accessibility in mind, and it is a combination of interactive activities with other components such as downloadable resources and quizzes that occur at the end of each module just to check back your understanding of the content. And at the successful completion of the module, you receive a certificate of completion. It's available online, currently on the disabilityawareness.com.au website, and in future, in due course, we should have it available as a SCORM file, so a file that organisations can use to embed in a current learning management system. There are 4 modules within the e-learning resource. The first one is around roles and responsibilities of the support workers and others within the tertiary setting towards that support worker, including the student that they may be supporting. Module 2 focuses on the student and campus life. So it's really looking at all of the aspects, the supports, the services, and the opportunities that may be present for a student, and how as a support worker you can enable and encourage that interaction with all of those aspects of campus life. Module 3 is around support in practice. So how does it actually operate within the various learning environments that occur across the tertiary settings, and the way that you would manage your role within those environments. And Module 4 really provides you with a range of resources that, if you wanted to find out more or support your practice further as an external support worker, then those resources are there. And we do have a downloadable summary of those resources that people can keep with them and have available to them. So we're rather hoping that this is going to be a e-learning module that's picked up quite significantly by a range of people and will be well utilised across the sector. Distribution, we'll be promoting it through Ofsted and ADSET and the NDCO networks over the coming weeks, but we would really encourage you to circulate that information far and wide through your own networks and partners. Once the SCORM file comes, we'd love people to be able to embed that in systems that allow them to access readily and then track the participation of employees or people utilising it. And we'd be really grateful if people could like and share and follow our social media regarding the project. It's been an amazing project and one that really does celebrate collaboration as we worked with people across the country. And as Susan said, the willingness of people to provide their perspectives, particularly those individuals who have a lived experience of disability who helped inform the development of the resource. We'd like to say thank you for all the support that we've had in the development of that. And we'd really encourage you to hop online and explore the resource yourselves as soon as possible and promote that to others who may benefit from it. You can go to the disabilityawareness.com.au website, or it will be linked via the ADSET site as well. And under the e-learning Dropbox, you will find the external support workers link, and that will take you directly to the learning. So thank you very much. We hope this is going to be a valuable resource and certainly will continue to support the sector to support students with disabilities in a much more effective and valuable way. So thanks everybody for your time, and let's hope we see you online on the resource.